So now we're here in Barcelona. This is my interview guest. Can you tell me please your name again, where you're from and what you're doing here?
My name's Grace Akumu. I'm from Kenya. I'm Technical Advisor Climate Change for Kenyan Government, and I'm following the process very keenly because Africa is very threatened, highly threatened by climate change. We are experiencing very bad impacts of climate change in Africa. If you take, for example, Kenya, we are losing human beings, wildlife, animals. We are having very serious drought that is that has also affected our river streams. Most of the river streams have dried up. So communities that live within marginal areas are now very highly threatened, and they have lost like 50% of their wildlife. And these are pastoral communities. They depend solely on their animals. And Kenya is also an exporter of prime beef.
Okay.
And we can no longer export these because they are dying. The animals are dying. And also, in terms of food security, we are highly impacted. 10 million Kenyans are now facing food or facing starvation. And therefore, the climate change negotiations is very important for us as a country. We are also facing now energy rationing or electricity rationing, because we depend on 76% of our electricity comes from hydropower, and I've just told you that most of our river streams have dried up, and the big rivers now that supply the hydropower stations are thinning and narrowing, and they don't have enough water to be able to turn the turbines so that we can generate enough electricity.
So there's a lot of intertwined things.
So me in my office, I only have electricity 2 times a week.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see the seriousness.
Amazing. Now we have only 1 week here in Barcelona left before Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I think the African group in the Kyoto Protocol ad hoc working group, you had a special position there. Can you explain that to our readers?
Yes.
What's happened there?
Yeah. Africa group did not walk out, but only asked industrialized countries to put tangible numbers for the second commitment period, which we are going to negotiate in Copenhagen, so that they can put it here. We have been asking for these numbers as developing countries and as Africa. We have been asking them to put forward these numbers since Montreal, Canada.
Okay.
And now we are only remaining with less than 4 weeks to Copenhagen. They have not put these numbers. We don't want them to catch the whole world by surprise in Copenhagen, because they should put these numbers here, and then people know how they came out with these numbers, and will these numbers also meet the scientific requirement that we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2020 to minimize damage that is already happening. I've told you what is happening in Kenya, but in different African countries are experiencing either the same or a little bit variation depending on where they are.
Wow, okay.
So we didn't walk out, but we have asked developed countries to bring tangible figures and timeframes on the table. But they have not brought. So for as long as they have not brought,
there's no point in negotiating.
No, we are waiting. Africa is waiting.
Yeah.
Africa is very keen to continue negotiations because we are dying.
Yes.
We are not, the developed countries are saying that the numbers, tangible numbers are very politically and economically sensitive. But us in Africa, it is a question of life and death. We are dying. Yeah. They are looking for the luxury, the lifestyles that they want to maintain. Us, we are dying. It's life and death. So we want these numbers. We cannot walk out. We can't afford to walk out.
Now I feel ashamed to be from an Annex 1 country.
Come to Africa and join us there, and you will see the problems, how serious they are, and then you can come back and tell them, God, it is very serious there.
Thank you, Grace.
Do something.
Thank you very much.
And tell the youth here, Africa has got 60% of the population are youth. And we need to give this youth assurance that they can also aspire to a good life, not for all the adults now to spoil everything for the youth.
Yes.
And developed countries must be serious. We will not walk out. Africa cannot walk out. But we want to have, we are negotiating in good faith. We want good figures which make scientific sense.
All right.
Relative to the impacts we have on the ground.
Thank you very much, Grace. Thank you.
You're